Snow across central parts of the continent, all from this area.
Good morning.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Not me, but certainly the test teams of virtually all of the major teams will be in action first thing tomorrow morning. So it never stops in Formula One.
Well, at the moment, Rubens Barrichello, 15.5 seconds between him and Michael Schumacher at the race lead. It looks still set to be a Ferrari 1-2, but that drop in pace by Michael Schumacher is worrying. He's maintaining that pace, a 1-minute 31-second lap, as opposed to a 1-minute 28-second lap by his teammate Barrichello. I think it's Schumacher just making sure that machinery does hold together to the checkered flag. He's got one more lap to go, and he will be celebrating success in Australia. Winner in Australia in 2001, or 2000, 2001 and 2002, was in fourth place here last year. Well, he seems to regard that as only a momentary blip, because Michael Schumacher is again looking for the checkered flag here in Melbourne for Ferrari. And Michael Schumacher has done it the winner's way, from the front, at the head of the field, from the very start.
Well, he hasn't put a foot wrong, really, at all. Look at that, the Renault team. Well, they're going to be pretty pleased with their third position at this stage of the race. Renault certainly are going to be following on from their winter testing form. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. But who can live with Ferraris? Well, it remains to be seen.
Well, it's amazing to think, isn't it? Michael Schumacher hadn't actually won the Australian Grand Prix in his time with Benetton. This first victory was his one of his first Ferrari victories back in 2000. And it's been really a sign of the way Michael Schumacher turned the Ferrari team around. That first victory was the writing on the wall, and this victory, a superb victory. Stephanie Sheen there, waving the checkered flag, the wife of the late motorcycling legend Barry Sheen.
Russians prepare to vote in presidential.
Look at the celebrations for Renault, for Fernando Alonso. They are already starting to party on the pit wall as they wait for Alonso to head across the line. It's a 1-2 for Ferrari, and there are very, very happy men. But just look at these guys. A fantastic way for Fernando Alonso, who almost drives off the track as he reciprocates. They are utterly delighted, because it shows that Renault are going to be a major challenger for the 2004 season.
Well, many of those backsides were responsible for Michael Schumacher's first World Championship wins when the Renault team was the old Benetton team, so they know how to do it. They know how to get there, and I think they're fully behind Fernando Alonso, and I think they really are going to be one of the teams to take the fight to Ferrari. They've got a lot of work to do, though, as do Williams, as do McLaren, but
Outlook. Speak out.
bbcworld.com. Demand a broader view.
At last, the nervous system began to reveal its secrets. There are two processes working in harmony. Electrical impulses carry messages along the nerves, and then between the nerves there's a gap. Here the neurotransmitter is released.
I don't have to know an answer. I don't feel frightened by not knowing things. By being lost in a mysterious universe without having any purpose, which is the way it really is as far as I can tell.
Well, now on BBC World, two more teams battle it out in University Challenge.
University Challenge is sponsored by Samsung Sound. Are you listening? Aditya Birla Group and LIC. Trust, thy name is LIC.
University Challenge. Asking the questions, Siddharth Basu.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge on BBC World. It was in May last year that 360 colleges tried to compete in this national quiz contest. Now, only the best two remain in the fray. Within the next 40 minutes or so, we'll see one of them lift the trophy and earn the right to call themselves the very first champions of University Challenge in India. Let's meet the finalists. From Hyderabad, we have the Indian School of Business, a new generation B school affiliated to the Wharton Business School of the University of Pennsylvania and the Kellogg School of Management, Northwestern University. ISB's route to the final has seen them coast comfortably past opposition from IIT Roorkee, BITS Pilani and IIMC Kolkata. In their semi-final last week, however, they were virtually on their last gasp as they just about pipped MDI Gurgaon at the post to earn a place in the final. Here's the team from ISB Hyderabad.
Hi, I'm Bhargav from Hyderabad. I'm doing my postgraduate program in management. After a nail-biting finish in the semis, we are all charged and we hope to do well this time too.
Hi, I'm Amlesh from Durgapur. Quizzing till now mostly has been an individual pursuit, so participating in team was a great excitement. I hope the fun continues.
And their captain.
My name is Jay Krishnamurthy and I'm from Hyderabad. We've had a nice run up to here, in spite of a scare in the semi-finals. I've watched the SPCE team quiz and I think they're a great outfit. This should be interesting.
Hi, I'm Mobeen Pagarkar from Bombay. I think so far the competition has been fun, but I think the best part of this has been that we've pulled through as a team.
And that's the team from ISB Hyderabad. Up against the team from ISB Hyderabad is a team that seems to love a fight, and they fight to the very end. That's how they've nosed through in 3 of the 4 encounters they've had on their way to the final. From Mumbai, it's the Sardar Patel College of Engineering, which is run under the aegis of the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Getting here, SPCE defeated Maharajas College Ernakulam, National Law School Bangalore, SPCE Sriperumbudur, and just a few weeks back in their semi-final, in the very last lap, they got the better of NITK Suratkal. Let's meet the team from SPCE.
Hello, I'm Bharat Jaikumar from Bombay. I'm doing my 3rd year electronics engineering, and our closest match so far has been our semi-final, where we came back from a pretty big deficit to win in the end.
Hi, I'm Niradin Amdar from Mumbai, now almost an IT engineer. Reaching the UC finale has been our greatest achievement ever. When I'm on my rocking chair, I'll have some nice stories to tell my grandkids, and it's all thanks to these guys.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Srijit Plapali from SPC, final year Information Technology. We have had very exciting matches with some big names of quizzing, and I think that ISB in the finals will be the icing on the cake.
Hi, I'm Nishad Manarikar from Mumbai. I think each of us has done really well in one of the rounds. Today, I hope we all are in top form.
Well, that's the team from Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai. There's one more introduction to make. It's a pleasure to welcome to the sets of University Challenge our guest of honor for the event, here to witness the final and give away the trophy to the victorious team. 7 times world billiards champion, Geet Sethi. Geet Sethi also happens to be the youngest ever to win a world title in billiards. He set a world record for the highest break in World Professional Billiards Championships, and he's bagged an Asian Games gold as well. Our guest of honor has an interesting affinity with both teams since he's an MBA and works with an IT company. Thanks for joining us on this set and on this final, Geet. Both teams seem primed for the big occasion, and since it is the final, it's longer than usual, running for about 40 minutes. There's going to be more questions than usual as well, with more audiovisual questions being thrown in to liven things up. Otherwise, the rules are exactly the same as always. Starter questions are worth 10 points to be answered on the buzzer without consultation. 5 points are docked off the first team that interrupts the question wrongly, but for the team that gets a starter question right, there are 3 bonus questions worth 5 points apiece, which may be answered by consultation. That's it. We're ready to go. Best of luck to both of the teams. Here's the first starter question for 10 points. Which Australian cricketer, on his debut against England at MCG in the 1977 centenary... Yes, it's Bharat interrupting. Yes?
Is it the late David Hooks?
It is David Hooks, who died in a bar brawl. Very good. Very good answer to get, and very quick on the pickup. It was David Hooks, who later became an outspoken TV commentator and a coach of Victoria, and he famously hit Tony Greig for 5 consecutive fours. I didn't complete that clue, but you got that answer, and here you get a sort of bonus questions, SPCE Mumbai, and the happens to be places in the Ramayana epic. In which forest was Chitrakoot, the first place where Ram, Lakshman and Sita made their abode during their exile, located? You have an answer?
Dandakaranya.
That is correct. 5 points. Next. Where on the banks of the Godavari were Ram, Lakshman and Sita staying when Ravan kidnapped Sita? I need an answer.
Chitrakoot?
No, it's not. It's Panchvati. Next. Of which kingdom was Mithila the capital, Janak the king, and Sita the princess?
Videha.
Videha is correct. You get that right. Here's the next starter question for 10 points. The English translation of which emperor's autobiography opens with the line, "In the month of Ramzan of the year 899, and in the 12th year of my age, I became ruler in the country of Fargana." And it's Mubin from ISB Hyderabad.
It's Babur.
It's Babur, and those are the opening lines of Baburnama. Well done. Bonus questions for you, ISB Hyderabad, on the subject of alloys. Which is the principal metal in the nickel silver? I need an answer.
Mercury. Mercury.
No, it's not. It's copper. Next. The alloy mu metal, which contains up to 78% nickel in addition to iron, copper and other metals, has a high value of which property, making it suitable for shielding against magnetic fields? Mu metal, or mu metal, if you like.
Susceptibility.
No, it's permeability, magnetic permeability. Next, the alloy of copper, Constantan, which contains up to 55% nickel, is named for which property that is invariant with temperature?
Conductivity.
No, it's electrical resistivity, or electrical resistance is also acceptable. So no points on any of your bonus questions, I'm afraid. Here's the next starter question for 10 points. Which phrase was used for the first time in the 1909 book, The Wayfarer in New York, edited by Edward Martin, to explain the Midwest sentiment that New York receives more than a fair share of the nation's wealth? And it's Bharat.
Is it the New York Minute?
It's not the New York Minute. Question passes. Anybody on ISB Hyderabad? Krishnamurthy.
Keeping up with the Joneses?
No, it's not. Fairly simple answer. Both teams missed it. It's the Big Apple. Next, here's the next starter for 10 points. What is the name of Lord Vishnu's necklace that... It's Krishnamurthy.
Vaijantimala.
Or Vanmala. That is correct. 10 points. It comprises the 5 traditional gems of ruby, sapphire, pearl, emerald, and diamond, and is also the name, as we all know, of a Hindi film actress. Well, so bonus questions for you, ISB Hyderabad, on the subject of a sport. The name of which sport, devised by the Scots in the 14th or 15th century, is derived from the Dutch for club?
Golf.
Golf is correct. 5 points. Next. Who became the first player on the Asian PGA to surpass $1 million in career earnings in 2003? I need an answer.
Atwal.
Arjun Atwal is correct. Next. In which city was the first ever golf club outside Great Britain established in 1829? You have an answer?
Shimla.
No, it's not. It's Calcutta. But you picked up some points there. Here's the next starter. What 10 points? You have a visual clue coming up in your screen here. So, this is the question. A national and sporting emblem of a country. Mubin, you hit the buzzer.
It's a springbok.
It is a springbok, correct, well done. The symbol, of course, as we all know, of South Africa. Bonus questions for you, ISB Hyderabad, on the names of animals. You're going to see a picture of the largest of the wild asses of Asia. By what local name is this animal known? Do you have an answer?
The Kutch donkey.
It's not the Gotkur in Kutch. This is the Kiang, which is found in Ladakh and other mountainous areas. Next. Also called the blue sheep. What is the Indian name of this animal that inhabits regions of the Himalayas?
Pashmina.
No, that's not correct. The correct answer is bharal, which has characteristics of two genus, both goats as well as sheep. Next, called the barking deer because of its cry, by what other name is this animal known?
Cheetal.
It's not the cheetal, it's the muntjac, which is the correct answer. Let's take a look at the scores. At this stage, we've finished a couple of starters. Teams have been quick on the starters, but not too many points on the bonus questions so far. But at this stage, SPCE Mumbai have 20, but in the lead, with a lead of 20 points, it's Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. Here's the next starter for both teams for 10 points. The law of definite proportion, which states that the elements in a compound are all present in a fixed proportion by weight, is Bharat from SPCE Mumbai.
John Dalton.
No, that's not correct. I'll complete the question. 5 points docked off your score, SPC. For getting that wrong, I'll complete the question for ISB Hyderabad. The law of definite proportion, which states that the elements in a compound are all present in a fixed proportion by weight, regardless of how the compound is prepared, was established by which French chemist? Mubin.
It's Lavoisier.
It's not Lavoisier, that's not the correct answer. It's Joseph Louis Proust. Here's the next starter for both teams for 10 points. Who adopted a Hebrew surname in 1956, which translated in English as to burn brightly, and later became the Prime Minister of her country in 1969? And it's Mubin.
It's Golda Meir.
Golda Meir is the correct answer. Well done. ISB Hyderabad, I hope you do better with your bonus questions this time round. Here we go. Your subject is linked by a color.
Easy.
What were members of the 20th century fascist movement founded by the former Irish president William Cosgrave known as?
Green shirts.
No, it's not. It's blue shirts. Next. What are prokaryotic, photosynthetic organisms called cyanobacteria, also known as?
Blue algae.
I'll give you another shot.
Red-blue algae.
No, wrong both times. It's green-blue algae. Or rather, blue-green algae. Next. The largest living animals on Earth, blue whales, are also known as what because of the color of the algae found on them?
Red.
No, that is not the correct answer. Once again, a cipher on the bonus questions. It's sulfur bottom whale because of yellow-colored algae which is at their bottom. Okay, and so it's time to take a very quick break, only to return to this final of University Challenge. But let's take a quick glance at the scores as we go into that break. Going into the break, SPCE Mumbai have 15, but in the lead with a score of 50, it's ISB Hyderabad. It's been an edgy performance from both teams so far, with not too many points being scored, particularly on the buzzer questions, but perhaps things will change as we go into the next segment of this program, but we'll do that after a very short break. Till then, stay with us.